Buongiorno classe. This is a review of the personal school questions. I'm going to walk through each one of these questions and help you answer them in an appropriate way in Italiano in preparation for your summative. Okay? So, numero uno asks, quanti studenti ci sono nella classe di Italiano? How many students are there in Italian class? You want to say ci sono. That means there are. Now, we have 18 students in our class. So, 18 and studenti nella classe di Italiano. Va bene? Oops, there we go. Okay. For numero due, hai la classe di educazione fisica oggi? Do you have gym today? So if the answer is yes, say sì. O, because that's avere in the io form, right? I have, o. You have is I, that's why it's in the question. Sì ho la classe di educazione fisica oggi. If the answer is no, then say no. And then non ho. So yes I have or no I don't have. Okay, number 3 is the same type of question. Do you have art today? Hai la classe d'arte. Now this one actually didn't have the word today here, whereas this one did. So this is just general. Do you have art class? Again, I would say sì ho la classe d'arte. Notice the D apostrophe instead of DI because the next word, arte, begins with a vowel. Sì ho la classe d'arte. Or, of course, you would say no, non ho la classe d'arte. Of course, you're responsible for writing all that. I'm just giving you the illustration there. Okay, numero 4 asks, quale classe hai dopo l'italiano? What class do you have dopo, after Italian? So this is pretty open-ended. It's based on your personal schedule. That's what this is all about. So you're going to say ho la classe di, and then whatever it happens to be, then dopo l'italiano. Let's say you had, I don't know, music afterwards. Ho la classe di musica dopo l'italiano, or whatever it happens to be. So that's where you have to demonstrate your knowledge of the different subjects. Va bene? Okay, hai la classe di biologia oggi? Do you have biology today? So again, sì ho la classe di biologia oggi. Or, of course, no, non ho la classe di biologia oggi. Okay, numero 6 is a different type of question. Cosa hai bisogno di fare nella classe di musica? Avere, this is the conjugated form of avere. Avere bisogno is to have need of or must do. Dare, fare means do. What do you have to do in music class? So I want to say something like, I don't know, I have to sing maybe. In which case you would say ho bisogno. Again, ho is the io form of avere. Just take it right off of this. This is your cue. If it asks you I, you answer o, just like the other questions. Ho bisogno di, and now come up with a verb. Like, for example, cantare. And then complete sentences, please, because that builds your fluency. Nella classe di musica. Okay? Or you can say, I have to listen. Ho bisogno di ascoltare nella classe di musica. Or maybe I have to, I don't know, play an instrument. Ho bisogno di suonare is the verb, right? Un instrumento. Uno instrumento. Okay, so there you have it. Numero 7 is asking you if you like something. Ti piace la classe di scienze naturali? Do you like science class? And you would say, sì, mi piace. And don't just put mi piace, but complete sentences. La classe di scienze naturali. So it's important that you definitely know all these in the summative. You have to really know these. You know, when you're writing them down, you can actually just see the question. But when you're answering it, you have to really listen closely because you have no visual support. So make sure you have memorized these different classes. Sì, mi piace la classe di Italiano. I'm sorry, la classe di Scienze Naturali. Or, no, non mi piace la classe di Scienze Naturali. Okay, a che ora arrivi a scuola? What time do you arrive at school? This is from the verb arrivare, so you just conjugate it. Arrivare, A-R-E verb in the io form. So, arrivo. If you want to put io in front of arrivo, that's fine, because that means I. But I'm conjugating it in the io form anyway, so it ends in a O. Arrivo a scuola alle... Most of you arrive around 7. Let's just say alle 7. Maybe 7:05, who knows? Alle 7:05, something like that. Okay, that's how you answer that one. Numero 9 says, in quale classe hai molto compito? In which class do you have a lot of homework? Ho molto compito nella classe, I don't know, di storia. Maybe you have a lot of homework in history class. Or again, whatever class that happens to be. Okay? If you don't have a lot of homework in any class, you can say non ho molto compito. Alright? Come si chiama la tua professoressa di inglese? And I can also say d'inglese here. Either way is kind of acceptable in this particular case, but you might have a D apostrophe there also. But anyway, I want to say la mia professoressa. You can say it profe for short if you wanted to. Professoressa. Pardon my slow typing. La mia professoressa d'inglese è... who is it? Maybe it's... let's see, who are one of them? Signora Murray, I believe, teaches Inglese, or whoever it happens to be. Now, if this was Mr. Zemanek, I think he's the only English teacher who's a male, you'd say il mio professore. The feminine form is la mia professoressa. In our school, he's the only male English teacher, so il mio professore, if you have Mr. Z. Okay, again, another question about what you have to do. Che hai bisogno di fare nella classe di inglese? Ho bisogno di, well, probably scrivere. You have to write things, right? What else do you have to do in inglese? Maybe leggere. You have to read different books. And then, of course, nella classe d'inglese or di inglese. Va bene? There's our 11. Numero 12. Chi è il prof or la prof di fisica? That would be a shortened form of professore or professoressa. This is another way of getting to somebody's name, but instead of saying come si chiama, you can also just say who is. So you can say il mio or il prof di fisica è... I don't know who exactly teaches what in the science department here, but I'm just going to go on a limb and say it's Signor Varden. Pardon if I am incorrect there, but you just put the name of the person, okay? Numero 13 asks for an opinion, a personal school question dealing with opinion. Secondo te, according to you, literally, or in other words, in your opinion. Quale classe è facile? Secondo me, change the te to me. According to me, la classe d'Italiano è facile, or whatever class you think happens to be easy. And the opposite of facile is difficile. We see that in number 14. And you're just going to answer it the same exact way. Secondo me, la classe di matematica, I remember that was the answer for some people when we were going over this in class, è difficile. Okay? Numero 15 asks quanti studenti ci sono nella classe di commercio. By the way, I went really fast there, but this is the luxury of having it in a video. If you need to hear it again, just move that slider back. You can hear it anytime you want. Quanti studenti ci sono nella classe di commercio? Commercio is a business class. And you can say ci sono. I don't know, let's just go with 20 studenti nella classe di commercio. If you don't have the class that I ask, say non ho la classe di commercio. You don't know how many people are in there because you're not in that class. So that's how you would answer it in that particular case. Numero 16 is quale classe hai prima di matematica? What do you have before math? And again, this is open-ended based on your own personal schedule. O la classe, let's go with d'arte maybe. Maybe you have art class. O la classe d'arte prima di matematica, or whatever class it happens to be. And my last one, chi è il tuo professore di matematica? And so there's lots of math teachers. This could be a female too here, because it could be la tua professoressa. So, il mio professore, or la mia professoressa di matematica e, and then whoever happens to be. Let's say you had Mr. Ferrano, il mio professore di matematica è Signor Ferrano. Maybe you had Mrs. Livingston, la mia professoressa di matematica è Signora Livingston. So those are the 17 answers to the 17 questions for Italiano personal school questions. Grazie.